In the forests of northern Europe, about 1.5 million years ago, lived the largest cat that ever existed, the saber-toothed cat. With its gigantic paws and back curved like a banana, this beast was the king of the jungle. It used to chase herds of wild cattle across the landscape, bringing down full-grown animals with its incredibly powerful jaws. This predator was a true nightmare, but it wasn't even the most ferocious predator in those forests. There was another much more terrifying beast, the Gigantopithecus. It was a giant ape covered in thick black hair that walked on two legs. Standing up to 7 feet tall and weighing over 1,000 pounds, it was a true colossus. It had huge canines like a hyena, and its hands were perfect for ripping apart prey. The Gigantopithecus was the king of the beasts, the ruler of the prehistoric jungle. For early humans, life at that time must have been truly terrible. To make matters worse, these early humans were probably short, no taller than 4 feet, skinny, with long arms and a big protruding belly. They looked kind of like a weird dwarf with a pot belly, not exactly what you'd picture as the ideal human. But despite being so small, our ancestors managed to survive and escape the reign of the king of beasts. So how did they do it? Hey there, welcome to my channel. Let's find out. Many scientists believe that early humans could use weapons made of stone. It seems logical that our ancestors, being smart and dexterous enough to make tools, could also use them to defend themselves against wild animals. However, archaeologists haven't found any clear evidence of this theory yet. Moreover, even if our ancestors had weapons, it's unlikely that they would have dared to use them against such dangerous animals. After all, a spear or an axe doesn't seem very useful against a giant ape or a saber-toothed tiger. And if the weapon accidentally missed its target and angered the animal, then the chances of survival would have dropped to 0. The walls of the cave were adorned with paintings of ancient people evading dangerous predators. These drawings clearly show that our ancestors didn't fight the beasts head-on. Instead, they preferred to hide from them. Caves became the main places of human refuge. Some researchers believe that early humans hid in caves not only from predators, but also from the weather. There's a theory that before humans invented clothing, they covered their bodies with cave paint, which protected them from rain and snow. However, the paintings on the cave walls tell a different story. They show that some species of wild animals were considered sacred by primitive people. For example, woolly mammoths. People didn't kill these giants, but revered them almost like gods. The same goes for cave bears, whose population at that time was several times larger than today. Cave bears were much more ferocious than their modern counterparts. Their fur was as thick as a blanket, protecting them from any weapon. Modern humans wouldn't stand a chance against such a beast, but early humans didn't try to fight them either. Instead, they depicted cave bears in their rituals, turning them into totem animals. That is, they chose one animal to protect them from other dangerous animals. It may sound unbelievable, but this theory is quite plausible. After all, many animals are still afraid of bears. However, there's another predator that even a bear will try to stay away from: the hyena. Hyenas often steal food from bears and sometimes even attack them. Perhaps our ancestors used this to their advantage, luring hyenas to the cave where the terrified beast would chase them around until the morning. When the sun rose, the hyenas would leave. Maybe that's how our distant ancestors survived encounters with dangerous predators. Most likely, all of these methods were used in turn. Primitive people didn't have any super effective weapons, so they had to use everything at their disposal. It makes you wonder, what would you do if you found yourself in the Stone Age? Would you be able to escape the Gigantopithecus? Leave your answers in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you later.